legend. Let me tell you a story, man. You know, sometimes you tell a story of something that happens in the past. Occasionally, you get to tell a story of something that will happen in the future. This story I'm telling, it's going to happen in about, I don't know, 15 to 20 years' time, I don't know, maybe earlier, but it's in the future. I'll be sitting at my somewhere, and then they'll come to me. One of my young children will come to me and say, Grandpa, we have an invitation for you to go and see a play. I say, oh, let me see the invitation. Then I take the invitation and I look and I say, yeah, he's one of my small boys, so now he's a legend. They have a play on him. Wow. Who am I talking about? I think about this playwright, this talented young man. Put your hands together, show some love for Latif Abubakar. I'm serious, though. They'll bring me they're doing a play on somebody. I said, it's one of my small boys. My show come on. You mark it on the wall.
Yours will come first. Yes, yours is on its way.
But welcome to the show, man.
Thank you so much.
And because I know you have something in the works.
Yep.
You have a play coming called The Legend.
Yes.
And I saw a few things on it, and I said, hey, this one I invite him for him to come here and talk about the show. Good. First of all, before I even get into the show, it's happening, folks, on the 29th, 29th of this month at Kempinski. And my first question, you usually sell out the Accra Conference Center. You don't even have standing room.
Yep.
Why Kempinski? You wanted to target a small...
and anyway, I think that we've been planning the Legends play for a while. And I could say that we felt it's the maiden edition of the Legends play. As much as we have huge followers in terms of patrons who come to watch our plays, if you're doing something new and it's unique, never happened, quite innovative, we just want to start it small, not necessarily big, with the expectation that because we have huge patrons, I mean, we'll have the numbers.
But it's a big show, man.
Yes, it's a big show, but we are also quite tactical in what we do.
Okay.
And we feel that per the branding also associated to the Legends play, let's start it at Kempinski. And then we'll pick it up from there. Hopefully, come next year, it will move to a different venue.
Cheers a lot, man. And by the way, congrats for the whole concept. And because I don't want the viewers to know everything, because I'm aware of certain amazing things that are going to be happening. Yeah. So congrats anyway. But it took you 3 years to put that play together?
Yes. We've been planning this for a while. I mean, if you look at the Legends play, it's basically life story of prominent and respected people in our society. We believe that we should celebrate our legends. I mean, the living legends, to be specific. And if we want to do that, we want to use theater to do that, because that's our field, one way or the other. And we chose the National Chief Imam, who is 100 years, and to be celebrated as the 2019 legend.
Awesome choice.
Yes.
Awesome choice.
Thank you. And then, so, meaning from 2 years ago back, it wasn't the National Chief Imam. It was the concept of the Legends play and what should be done, and what innovative thing can we bring to theater lovers. We've been always staging plays, normal plays, storylines, plays. What can we do innovative? Globe is 10 years now. What change can we bring? And the change we have brought, or what came up as a result of our brainstorming with regards to the team, the Globe team, was the Legend play concept. And the uniqueness of it, like I keep saying, is that you have the people we are going to celebrate, the people we are going to tell their stories on stage, whom we want their stories to inspire our patrons, and for our patrons to celebrate them. You would have those personalities, those legends, perform live on stage.
They'll be performing?
Yes. So the 100-year-old man, our National Chief Imam, would perform live this time on stage.
Wow.
And that's what...
Put your hands together for that, man. For one, just getting the National Imam, who has turned 100, to agree to be a part of the performance alone.
Yep.
Alone, That is amazing. That is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, to God be the glory.
And surprisingly, it's not just him. There are a few
Yeah.
quite notable people
Yeah.
in there who
So-
also tell me.
So interestingly, whilst I was interviewing the National Chief Imam and trying to get his life story from, I mean, where he started from birth to now, I realized that at a point in his life, he came across two prominent, he came across many Christian leaders, you understand? But there were three prominent people he mentioned, actually, that he works closely with, and they are like brothers and friends. They consult each other continuously. And the first is Reverend Professor Emmanuel Asante, the Peace Council chairman. But the Peace Council chairman is actually the chair for the Legends Play Committee.
Okay.
So he couldn't play a role in the play.
Okay.
And so then the other was Most Reverend Abubakar and Professor Apostle Opoku of the Pentecost Church. And so I was like, really, what are these men doing here in this life of the National Chief Imam? But I think that from the story he told us. And
So these were very instrumental, part of his whole work.
Very, very instrumental. And there's one of the things that you would know, you will notice in court, that the Chief Imam will tell you, or either one of the narrators on stage would let you know that one of the Chief Imam's son that he cherishes so much is a prominent Christian leader. And those are things that will be revealed on that
stage.
particular day. Yeah, on that particular day. So you have Reverend Abubakar and then Apostle Opoku perform live on stage because they came into contact with the National Chief Imam at a point in his life story.
So let me get this. So the story of the Imam, as in his works, he has encountered these two prominent people.
Yes.
Somewhere along the line. Or they're
Exactly.
still...
Oh no, they are still.
They are still,
they are still in contact. I mean, and the play will tell you that as at now, currently,
Okay.
I mean, those
Okay.
2-3 prominent Christian.
So you were
leaders-
able to get those two people
Yes,
to be a part of the play?
exactly, and it made it easier also for us to get them because of the National Chief Imam. So I would always say that depending on what you're doing, the work you're doing, it attracts some kind of people on board. So they respect the National Chief Imam very well. The Chief Imam respects them. They are friends. They see themselves as a family. And whatever the Chief Imam is doing, they would love to support. They would love to be part of it. And that's what amazes me. It's so interesting, the way they are so cool. And I mean, they will tell the story. They are performing live in the play, so you just have to come watch, and then you would know exactly what goes between those.
Yeah. To me, and that was one of the things that really I found quite amazing. Is a unique thing, to have a performance based on legends, living legends. Let me clarify, and to have some of them make some kind of a cameo appearance in the play is ingenious.
I know most people are like, is this thing really happening? Is the Chief Imam going to be on stage? Is it happening? I said, yes, it's happening. It's live. You just have to be in Kimpiski and you see him perform live. I mean, we won't. I mean, Globe is a big brand, huge theater brand, and we won't just send some information out. We are not in the April Fool month, for God's sake, but we are talking about reality, and that's what theater is about. To see people perform live on stage. That's what we want to do for Ghanaians this time around.
That is amazing. And this is historic.
Yes,
This is
I think
historic.
so, because I mean to talk about this, I think I've not even announced it anywhere. You have media houses like the BBC wanting to know more, interviewing me on this because they feel it's historic. They can't believe it. Is it really happening? And we talk through it. And so they will be there to cover too as well. They'll be there to cover too as well. We are actually excited as Globe because we feel we are bringing something new to Ghanaians, not necessarily theater patrons, because this attracts almost everybody who loves entertainment both from the Christian and then the Muslim traditional sectors. I mean, it promotes unity too as well. It makes we the youth know that, look, our leaders are actually one, whether Christian or Muslim. They are one. They think together. So the peace of this nation actually has, I would say that one of the main reasons why these personalities have been working together, it's more for the peace and unity of this nation. So if you look at the storyline of what we are going to project on that day, and when they come on stage, you understand exactly why those three.
And clearly they are operating at a very high spiritual level.
Oh, yes.
Without a doubt. You know, when he spent his 100th birthday at the Christ the King, it became news all over.
Exactly.
And this man is giving you a message.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know what others wrote in the message, but to me, what I read is, whether I'm right or wrong, whether people agree or not, I'm saying that the message is that God is too sovereign, he's too powerful for any one religion to claim a monopoly.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. We are one.
That's what I saw.
Yeah.
You know, and it was beautiful. But let me get back to you, man, your creative brain. How does it work, man? Do you sit down and say, Charlie, I want mine to be different? In a way I can relate to it.
Yeah.
Because I'm always thinking of that edge that I can bring that will make it stand out a bit. And I'm seeing that in you time 10.
Yeah.
What do you go through?
I think that we made it a point whilst we were 7 years that by our 10th anniversary, there must be something innovative about the theater industry. You and I know that theater is not very, very booming in Ghana. I mean, you did superb. You did very well. I mean, in helping reset theater in Ghana, and then Uncle Ebo followed. But what can we, the young ones, also do to complement what you have done? It shouldn't be left at where you left it. So we as Globe had to think, just have a meeting continuously on what can we do
to take it to the next level.
Exactly. What can we do to take theater to the next level? What can we do to make theater not an alternative source of entertainment, but a main source of entertainment in Ghana? Something that everybody would love to be part of. And that gave birth to the Legends play. And I always say a very big thank to my team. Unfortunately, I take all the praises at the end of the day. But they do a lot of work behind it.
I can imagine.
They do a lot
I can imagine. Yeah. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. But so you scripted this?
Yep.
And I hear it's not I don't want to give anything away, but there's dance, there's the whole, a lot of ingredients coming together.
It's humor packed, music infused, and dance electrifying stage play. So, I mean, it's a wow experience. It's something you have not imagined. If you've watched even all my plays, 10 or, I mean, we've done 15 plays, stage across the country. If you've watched any play, this is totally different. This is something you can't predict what is really going to happen. You can't predict what the chief mom is going to do on stage. I mean, I know people know of what we do. Usually there's a sequence that you can think of as aside the comedy. This is unique. This is innovative. And this is something you must watch.
It's extraordinary. It's phenomenal.
You must watch.
You must watch.
You must watch.
And at this point, let me allow you to give out ticket information, everything now.
Okay, so
where can people get tickets, which will be sold out? And
we're doing Kuala. So you can get tickets at Kuala, Airport Shell, Bachona Total, and then Tema Community 11 Shell, and TV3. Also, you can call 0571 900 900, and then tickets will be delivered to you.
And the number is on your screen right now. And if you call, tickets will be delivered to you. And the rates are?
It's 100 cedis for standard, and then 150 for VIP. It's
decent.
Yeah,
it's decent. Very, very decent.
It's decent.
You know.
It's decent.
And just make sure you cut down the long line of people who want complimentaries, man.
I know, right? I know. So now when some people WhatsApp, you don't know how to reply. So say, hey, hello, Charlie, what's up? What are you happening? Then you just say hi. You're shorting the conversation.
I'll tell you a story, and I hope my doctor is not listening. You know, I go to my doctor, and when I go, I pay the fee. I pay whatever I'm supposed to pay him to see him.
Yeah.
When he hears I'm doing a performance, guess what? Jale, KSM, na many free tickets be.
Yeah.
You see, me buy hospital,
I'm free.
There's this thing that entertainment does not cost.
Yes.
You know, you're just
and people really don't want to pay the
They
price
don't want
for
to pay.
it. Yeah.
So annoying.
It's really worrying the creative industry.
Yes, it's killing it.
Because we don't get sponsorships that much.
Yeah.
And the little tickets people have to come and buy too.
They want it free.
And they want it free.
Yeah.
So how would we get money to stage? I keep telling them that. So 10 years now, how do I continue after 10 years? Yeah.
So my doc, I'm sorry if I embarrassed you. Maybe you're having dinner with your wife right now.
No, he didn't hear. He didn't hear you.
And the wife says, you always tell me you buy the tickets, you know, but I don't.
Okay, that's interesting. You know what? There are some people who actually get complimentary tickets.
Yeah, and they go and post.
And they come to the auditorium. You know, we bought this tickets. We are not interested. We want to sell it back to you. At the auditorium. What the heck? You check and it's complimentary.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do to the person. Actually.
But anyway, that's a conversation for someone. But folks, that's the only way we can build a very strong creative set. Look at this idea of hosting legends in a play which has never happened before.
Yeah.
I mean, we should be eager to support it and buy tickets and support the whole thing.
Yeah.
But congratulations. I remember the first time I hosted you, we were talking about your beginnings in the theater.
Yeah.
Your little skirmishes with Dad because they didn't seem to understand why we were branching into.
Yeah. So but I keep telling you that at the end of the day, at least that's Dad. You should be satisfied though. I ended up in the theater.
Yes.
If I had done medicine, I would have ended up in the theater. So now I'm in the theater. So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's doing well. We're actually doing well as Globe. I mean, and you know that, definitely. We are grateful to God, and then more importantly to our patrons. I think that anytime they hear that we have a production coming up, people make that extra effort to come buy tickets. And we are so grateful to all our patrons. God bless you. God bless you. And God bless the Globe team. And God bless KSM. You've been very supportive. I know when we meet sometimes, I mean with my industry colleagues, and we are talking about how you motivate us, and you make us feel like, Charlie, you can do it some. We did it. You can do it. I mean, the sky is the limit. I remember the last time I came here, he said, no, go think wild. And yes, we are back and we are thinking wild.
And you've gone higher than you were when you came here, you know.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing, you know.
Grateful.
When I see the youth like you actually performing, excelling, it makes me happy, you know, because unfortunately, we live in a culture of mediocrity. And everything is designed to make you think low. Everything is designed for the lowest common denominator. So when I see the youth like you who are aspiring to excel, I say, hey,
thank you.
Then I'm happy. You
and
know,
one thing you don't know is that the efforts you make in terms of being present at each of our productions really motivate us. It's really, hey, KSM has come to watch my show. And you feel like, no, Charlie, you've attracted somebody. So we are grateful. We are grateful. And we'll make you proud. Trust me.
I have no questions about any. Yeah. So the show is on the 29th of this month, and it's called
Legends Play.
Legends Play.
So it's the Legends Play series.
So this is a series.
Yeah, so this is the 2019 edition, and we are celebrating the National Chief Imam, Sheikh Osman Nur Sharubutu.
And I'm glad you are celebrating. That man is fascinating.
Yeah, I think it's a best choice my board did, which was led by Reverend Emmanuel Asante, to choose the National Chief Imam as the 2019 legend. And I'm sure come next year, I mean, the next legend will also be befitting, just like.
And I think you couldn't have made a better choice for the first one to pick up. You know, the Chief Imam. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
And folks, the date is on the 29th. You have all the numbers. The number is on the screen again. You can call and your tickets will be delivered to you. Let's pack, and it's not going to be, Charlie, if the man can pack the conference center, trust me, packing KPC will be small fry.
To God be the glory.
Yes.
I mean, it started from like we always say, from like 1,005 auditorium with only 30 people in there. And then God has been good to us, and we've been able to grow to that level where we can fill an auditorium. We should be excited, and we should celebrate the Lord at all times.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Show some love one more time. And sit around with the right back.